Ladies and gentlemen, it's Titoclock. So please welcome your host, James Deacon.
That's me. Hey guys, what's up? You caught me there. It's Titoclock. It's a Friday, and we're here live until about roughly 6 o'clock or until the last big prize is given away. That's how we roll over here. It ain't over till somebody walks away with the grand prize. Hi, everyone. I'm Tito James. I'm here with X, Y, and Z is somewhere around in the back room somewhere. And we are going to be keeping you company for about an hour or so. Keeping it light, of course. We just don't want to stress you out any more than you're already stressed, probably. Come on, let's face it. With all of the things going on around there, you need a bit of a break. And that's what we're here for, just to keep you company and just throw things around, keep it light and all that. And what we normally do is we start things off with getting on the same page by finding out what's happening in our little world, in our little bubble. And for that, we've got the bubble queen herself. We got Chris. Chris, what you got there?
Hello, Tito James and my fellow Tito Clockers. Happy Friday! This is Chris for your Tito Clock News. Presidential spokesman Harry Roque announced today that the coronavirus task force requires the vaccination of employees in both government and private doing on-site jobs in areas where there are enough supply of the shots effective December 1st. Eligible employees who remain unvaccinated cannot be terminated, but will be required to undergo regular RT-PCR or antigen testing at their own expense. Public and private establishments may refuse entry or deny service to people who remain unvaccinated or are partially vaccinated despite being eligible for the jab, Malacanang said. It added that all workers who will be vaccinated during work hours shall not be considered absent upon sufficient proof of a confirmed vaccination schedule. It is said that a medical clearance issued by a government health office or birth certificate shall serve as valid proof that they are ineligible for vaccination. The government has long been mulling to make vaccination mandatory for certain sectors, but has only taken this step now. The Department of Education said today it will include more schools in its pilot run on resuming face-to-face classes this month following approval of President Rodrigo Duterte. Duterte has allowed the pilot study to go on for 2 months in 100 public and 20 private schools. The sites would have to be under low-risk areas as determined by DOH. The health authorities have downgraded the entire Philippines to low-risk status for virus transmission. Officials have already completed the 100 public schools joining, which would see fewer class sizes and reduced school hours. 30 private schools are also nominated, but this would still have to be narrowed down to the allowed number. This is already the second year of distance learning for 28 million Filipino students in the country due to the coronavirus pandemic. The United Nations Children's Fund has said that the Philippines is among the last countries in the world with no reopening of classes since 2020. The Archdiocese of Cebu said yesterday the Vatican has affirmed the heroic virtues of the late Filipino Archbishop Teofilo Camomot, bringing him a step closer to sainthood. Father Marbalili, vice postulator for Camomot's cause, said all 9 members of the Vatican's Theological Commission for the Congregation for the Causes of Saints unanimously approved the positio, or the collection of accounts that would prove Camomot's heroic virtues and fame of sanctity when he was serving the Archdiocese. Camomot's positio will be forwarded to Pope Francis before the late Archbishop will be declared venerable. At least one miracle has to be attributed to him before he can be declared blessed through a beatification process. A second miracle is needed before Camomot will be declared a saint. Camomot was known for his simplicity and for living a simple life when he was serving the Catholic Church. He died in a road accident in San Fernando, Cebu on September 27, 1988, at the age of 74 years. Aklan Governor Florencio Miraflores announced today that vaccinated tourists visiting Boracay will no longer be required to submit a confirmatory RT-PCR swab test starting November 16. Miraflores said that instead of a negative swab test, fully vaccinated tourists will instead be asked to show proof of their inoculation. He added that they just need to get a QR code instead of an RT-PCR test and submit their vaccination certificate or VaxCert PH through the DICT website. If they will have a hard time securing that, they can just request for their vaccination card with QR code from their LGU. Miraflores said 94% of tourism workers in the island are already vaccinated against COVID-19. Tourism Secretary Bernadette Romulo Puyat said that with the high vaccination rate among tourism workers in the island, she hopes that the confidence of more Filipinos to travel will be restored and that the island will be back on its feet sooner than anticipated. Those were the latest in headlines, and now let's have Tito James back because we want to hear his thoughts on the inbox. Dun, dun, dun.
What you got there for us, Chris? Go light now. Go light and easy.
I hope I can. I will try
It's
my
not a
best.
challenge, Chris. It's not a challenge.
It's
Go,
a little
go,
bit
go.
challenging with everything. All right, first up, we've got Kamots on 3 wheels. Here we
Favorite
go.
kind. What we got here?
Oh, yes.
We all right. Anyari. What happened?
Well, si Kuya
Oh.
on 3 wheels, ayon.
Okay. Kuya on
He was gonna park sana. But then he wasn't watching behind him. Eh, nasa bike lane pala siya. Ayon.
Oh my God. Ay, Kuya!
Ayon. Kuya.
All right,
Siyempre,
I see it.
Kuya Bicycle was speeding. And yeah.
Kuya Bicycle's on his lane, on his bike lane. I mean, Kuya
Yes.
Kamon man is the one that's just like not looking.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. And bikes can't really speed. I mean, they're
True.
it might look fast, but it's only because the kamote is turning around. So
True.
if you're gonna change direction, it's your responsibility to look around.
Yes.
Spatial awareness.
Mhm. Look to the left. All right. Next is called Pwede ba ito? Actually, big question ko yan, Tito James, because I see it a lot everywhere.
Mhm.
So let's see the video.
It's not
and
a
answer
sad ako,
me.
is it? It's one of those. Ang dami na, grabe.
Sad life. Hashtag sad life. Let's
Yeah,
see
what
the
the heck?
video.
This week we were inundated with just sad ako comments.
Pogi kasi ng bagong profile picture kaya ganun. Akala sad lang. Hey! Let's wait for the video to load. We're probably experiencing some technical difficulties. Hello to everybody.
It's just the mandatory spacing between the videos so my blood pressure can go down.
Okay. Yun pala yun.
Yeah, yun lang.
So technology is your friend. There we go.
Space.
Yan, Tito James. Can you see? Pwede ba yan?
I
They're
can see
making
the
a
buffering.
U-turn.
Ayun, ito. All right, so I see.
Ayan. And there's 2 of them.
What's he doing? What are they doing? My video.
They went from the lane on the left, tapos nag U-turn to take this one on the right.
Sa gitna,
And there's
just
2
in
of
the
them.
middle of the bridge.
Yes, in the
Middle of
middle.
Yeah.
There.
Okay. Seems like a
So I see this a lot. I see this a lot everywhere, not just bridges, but sometimes it's in Kamuning,
sometimes it's in kamote.
it's in Kamote.
Oh my God. And doble pa.
Yes,
You know,
there's 2 of them,
I just
and it's white. If you
I wonder
notice
what
the
those-
date, Tito James, if you notice the date, it's October 30. So I'm thinking, since it's Halloween, it's their way of scaring people.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm just thinking that what goes through a person's mind when you don't even need to know how to drive. It's not even about driving rules. It's about
Mhm.
when you are just a nuisance and you're in the way of people. I mean, like, you wouldn't do this in the mall if you're walking around, just like you'd be more aware of, okay, I'm causing a disturbance. You wouldn't stop at the foot of an escalator or something like that. You don't need to be told
True.
that. That's just
True.
basic spatial awareness and common decency and courtesy. But I guess we've reached a stage where it's just nobody cares anymore. They're just like,
Yeah.
bahala na. They really don't care.
Especially
So,
in the Philippines.
oh, right. Anyway, I know I got a few more, so I'm pacing.
Yes, yes. All right. We're halfway there. So this is the halfway thing. This is called Falling for You.
Falling for you. Let me see what you got there in
Kuya
blue.
in blue.
Right. Ay!
Same reaction. Yes.
Dominoes. Yeah. Oh, can you see it again?
Ayun. So,
Ay! Even if I was expecting it, gonna burn. Ay!
same.
There we go again. Ah, just when you're on wet roads, you really gotta just build a buffer, even like twice as much as you normally do. Just always
Yeah.
remember that. And if you're on wet roads on 2 wheels, it's twice the buffer of 4 wheels because you have
Mhm.
less than half the braking power. You have less than half of everything, and you're completely exposed. But the
That's
people don't
true.
get it. This is a lot of people just don't slow down and oh man. All right.
Para siyang
Wow.
hinimatay lang.
Yeah, well, maybe true, right? I don't know if I don't know.
No,
He didn't look like
I
he was
don't
going
think
to crash
so.
or anything. He just looked like he
He
fell
was making
but
tutok.
I mean it's still good advice. It doesn't necessarily mean it's for this guy over here. We don't know how fast he was going, what he was doing. I'm not judging him, but yes, on wet roads, always double
Mhm.
the margin of safety, and then if you're on 2 wheels, double it again. It's just
That's true.
it's happens like that. It's too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, breathe, Tito James. We have 2 more to go. Next one is called Spider-Man Spotted. Alam mo, marami dito sa Pilipinas ng Spider-Man.
Ah, yeah, damn.
Tan, tanan, tan, tananananananan, nanana, nanana.
This is crazy. I shouldn't be laughing because it's so dangerous. It's so
Ano?
dangerous.
Jeep
But
yon.
what you gotta do, right?
Feeling niya jeep yon. Ano ba, kuya?
Oh man, that's a really wide open.
Nasa
roads
highway pa
there.
yata.
Yeah, that's trying to get real now. All
Mhm.
right, not showing
All
more of
right.
that. We don't want to encourage anyone. Alam mo, somebody
Please be
watches
safe,
this.
everybody. Do not try this at home. Okay, Tito James, we got the last one. Last one is called Joyride.
I like how she names them now. She's got like, Oi! All right, pwede to.
Diba? If you wanna go and take a ride with me,
What are they riding on? What are they actually riding on? I can't see.
Actually,
Is that
sa sobrang dami nila, I
what
can't
is it?
see. I'm not
Is it
sure if
even a
it's a
vehicle? It's a
pedicab.
trolley? What is that?
Not
What on
sure
earth?
if not sure if
And
it's
I
a
guess
pedicab
kailangan
or
social
what.
distancing dyan, di ba? Hindi na pwede mag-social distance dyan. My God.
That's true.
I guess they gotta do what they gotta do. But
Yeah.
I don't. Can't even see what it is. It looks like some kind of a float, like from a parade or something that they just turned into transport.
True. But I'm thinking that's a pedicab na kinonvert nila into a school bus.
Well, that pedicab needs a pedicure.
All right. Diba? Benta.
All right.
Ay,
Thanks,
nako.
Chris.
Yes, thank you, Tito James, and we made it! And your blood pressure is still normal.
Live to
There
see
we
another week.
go. Yes. And of course, thank you so much, everybody. May we all have a fantastic weekend. Advance congratulations to all of our raffle winners. Avoid kamote, people, but always choose
happiness with some sugar rush. Let's all stay safe, healthy, hydrated, and sanitized. This is Chris. See you guys. Bye! Mwah!
Looks like Chris had some of her sugar rush too. She's very hyper today. I love it. I love the energy. Thanks for bringing the energy every single time, Chris. And if you like Chris's voice or her delivery, she does voiceovers and stuff as well as online hosting, especially for children's parties. Pop her a message there. It's flashing across the screen. My only takeaway or my biggest takeaway of all of that was Boracay. No swabs anymore. Thank the good Lord above for some, like we have got to start opening up a little bit. We have got to start rewarding people for the actions that they've taken, the vaccines and everything else that we followed. Otherwise, it's pointless. If we keep on asking for swabs and art and PCRs and this and that and the other, the vaccine obviously is not. We're going to have to change this definition of the word vaccine. All right. It's still a good thing, but it ain't no vaccine if it's not preventing you from getting COVID anymore. That's I think where we are. I don't care which side of the fence you're on anymore. That's not the definition anymore. So it's either one of two things. If the vaccines are working, then we have to start, unraveling and getting back our freedoms. If we don't, then you have to admit there's something wrong with the vaccine or just stop calling it one. Just say it's something that helps, but it's not something that prevents. You cannot own or redefine the word. It's just, no, that word has its own definition. Let's keep that sacred and let's start working out some better ways, because I guess people are really at this point, we've been, I think, more compliant than most countries, to be honest. I mean, if you look around. So I'm glad to see that Boracay is now starting to do that. And hopefully, this all goes away by Christmas and we start enjoying a little bit more of our freedoms like they are around the world. Although there are some things, there are some countries that are now experiencing the fifth wave. I heard France is, and that scares me, because not necessarily because of the COVID side, but because of is this ever going to end? And is this really about COVID anymore? Because it's starting to be like, it's like a Rocky movie that never ends, right? It's just one sequel after another. And we're at this point where we're thinking, okay, you can't own both sides of the narrative or change it every time it suits you. So that said, let's move on to happier thoughts, shall we? If there's one good thing that's come out of the pandemic, it's been a community like you who have been supporting these new people who have started to pivot into new businesses. And this is what gave birth to Free Plug Friday. So this is one of the better things to come out of the pandemic. And for that, we need X. X, what you got in the box there, X?
Hi, DJs. We actually have a lot in store once again. But before we go there, I just want to say hi to all the Titoclockers. Welcome to another edition of Free Plug Friday. All right, thank you guys for this week. Just let's start Free Plug Friday by going beyond with Beyond Harvest. So Tita James, Beyond Harvest offers butter-aged steaks as a way to pivot during the pandemic, since they sadly experienced losses in the poultry industry. So Tita James, they sent over different cuts of steaks, which came in this cute little insulated bag, which surprisingly has a lot inside. So they sent over a T-bone, which was my default when I used to eat beef, ribeye, and porterhouse. And I noticed they came in regular and butter-aged style as well. Any chance you've tried them already over the weekend?
I have not, but I also want to know, what does butter-aged mean? Is it self-explanatory? I mean, what's going on there?
I'm guessing it's gonna taste more softer, fattier.
Like a Kobe or a Wagyu style?
I think if it's butter aged, it means that you don't need to season it before you cook it.
Ooh,
so you don't need to put salt or butter. Butter aged meaning you don't need to season it before you cook it. So it's ready. It's ready for action.
Plug and play.
Plug and play type of thing. So I really hope you can try them soon, because they said that their steaks are soft but not fatty and very easy to cook. Actually, so easy that it came with its own steps on how to cook it. So it's just 6 easy steps, and you can have the perfect steak in your home. So guys, price is 1,300 pesos per kilo, or up to 5 slices of butter-aged ribeye steak, while it's 800 pesos per kilo, or up to 4 slices of T-bone, and it's 950 pesos, or up to 4 slices of porterhouse. It's the one on top, Tita James. And they even offer Wagyu steak cubes as well. Again, Beyond Harvest on Facebook and Instagram. Next, we go to Golden Rice Hyderabad Biryani. So, Tito James, this is another business that was born out of the pandemic. And it started in the kitchen of the owner in Bacoor, Cavite, and now has a branch in the Var Food Hub in Quezon City. How did you find the chicken and the lamb biryani, James?
Well, there was so much of it, which is great because I
Yes.
enjoyed it for almost a week solid.
That's true.
Yes,
That's
like
true.
every
We ate
day.
it almost every day.
Every
That's
day I
true.
was having a biryani, either the chicken or the mutton, and I would also mix it up with, like it became my rice. It became my rice for the week. It's really good. It's really good. I mean, I just love a good biryani.
Me too. And I love how authentic the taste was and how much chicken pieces there were in that bilao that they sent.
Yes, and you can play around with it a little bit because I like there was so much of it. So towards the second or third day, I started like mixing a little garlic sauce from like another brand, another, let's say, takeout,
Yes.
and it was, oh wow, this is super
It
delicious.
makes it pop.
Yeah.
So good. I also love the papadam or it's like the papadam.
Papadums.
It's so good because it was still very crunchy and fresh when it arrived at the studio. So guys, price starts at 350 pesos for a solo order, and price starts at 1,800 pesos for a bilao size that's good for up to 8 people. I mean, like I said, we ate that for almost a week now. So again, Golden Rice Hyderabad Biryani on Facebook, Instagram, and you can also check out their store at Devour Food Hub in Quezon City. Next, we go to Shang's House of Lechon. So Shang's House of Lechon is located in Pasig, and they've been offering native Cebu lechon since November 2020. Happy anniversary, guys! So too bad we weren't able to try it, but the price starts at 5,500 pesos for a whole lechon. Again, Shang's House of Lechon on Facebook and Instagram. Next, we go to Rook Helmet. So Tito James, Rook Helmet is a local brand that offers quality full-face helmets that come in clear and smoke lens with premium leather pads. How do you find the
I know,
designs, Tito James?
because I've been
they're so
using
good.
them.
Oh!
I've been using them for a while now. I love their styles. I love that leather that they're talking about. It's got a
Yes.
really nice feel. It looks almost retro, and I don't know if that was what they're going for, but
Right.
it's really nice. And I've given some to, like, I had an extra one, so I use one at home for my kids as well when they
Mhm.
ride. They're really good value helmets. I gotta say, designs.
Designs.
Yes,
Look
I mean,
at these.
they look great. Look at them. I mean, I have the black one there. I have the matte black.
Yeah, I remember you also took the Davenport.
There, got that one, the Tucson.
Tucson,
And
yes.
I think they just, what I really like, because obviously I haven't road tested them, like falling on them. I don't want to, and I wouldn't want
Please
anyone.
don't. Yes,
I wouldn't
no,
want
no.
anyone to do that. But you can only evaluate from the look, the design, the clear lens that they have, and tinted lens that
Yes.
they have is very good, and the leather and the padding inside feels very premium.
Exactly. So, guys, for those of you who want to check them out, price is anywhere between 4,500 to 4,700 pesos per helmet, and the sizes are anywhere from small to XL. Again, Rook Helmet on Facebook and Instagram. Last but not the least, we go to Maginoo Pomada. So Maginoo Pomada offers classic oil-based pomade that's suitable for all hair lengths and can help give a slick back, non-greasy style without damaging your hair and scalp.
And
How do you
reputation.
And reputation. Did you just take a smell like a wolf? How
Oh,
do you find it? How do
it
you find
smells
it?
so
Is it-
clean.
No.
There's a bit of a powdery smell to it, but
Powdery
it
smell.
doesn't smell greasy. Because that's my only thing I hate about pomade is when things feel or smell too greasy. It like it's got sort of, that's why I said about the reputation. You don't want to have that sort of slimy, sleazy look.
No. And look,
It smells good.
what's cool about it is it also even gave like, what is this, a guide?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, exactly. It needs a guide for you to know I'm smelling this as we're talking. So, yeah, you want
The
to know
hole
how
is pretty. Yeah, the hole,
important.
the stylability, the
Mhm.
shine, the washability is very important.
First thing, I
and-
love the shine down.
Oh,
all
shine
the way
down. So you might want to try this.
Yeah, I want to go all the way down. I don't like armor all on my hair.
Exactly. So, guys, for those of you who want to try, price is 249 pesos per 50 grams of pomade. Again, Maginoo Pomade on Facebook and Instagram. Well, that's all we have for this week's edition of Pre-Bug Friday. Stay safe and always sanitize blockers. This is X. Peace out. Enjoy your weekend. Bye. Woo! Rock it. Follow him.
All right, guys, that was Plug Friday with X, and of course, those businesses who are trying to just get by during this pandemic. And that's just our little contribution just to kickstart them in the local economy by giving them some. What were you pointing at? Yes, of course. I'm just thanking people for the free plug Friday and telling people what it's about before we get into that. One pahabol though, because we got this beautiful chicken sent over for the birthday. Was this a free plug Friday, or was this just something they sent over? It was, yeah. Well, it was really good. That's what I can tell you. It's from Bravor, and they have these buckets of chicken that they send. They have these thighs, and where you can see there. Oh, there with the potatoes. Those are really, really good. Like we can say like mojo killers, right? That's okay. Frites, all right, but they're mojo killers. That's what they are. You didn't hear it here, but they are. They're super good, and the fried chicken was particularly nice. And they got also their mushroom gravy and their buffalo chili sauce and stuff. So Bravor, we really thoroughly enjoyed it. There was enough to go around, and so it makes great party food. So if you are also looking around, pop them a message if you want something different than your chicken, especially those nice little fritters. What do you call them? Fritz? Frites. I call them mojos. Okay, so thanks very much, X and Free Plug Friday. We hope you are able to support them because it really does make a big difference, not just to the people, but not just the person that you're ordering from, but the whole community, because it is really something that we want to sort of get a chain reaction going here. If we just help each other who are close to each other, like the smaller businesses, that's the way you build an economy out. It's starting with your local area and you build outwards, and we should get back on our feet. And we know a lot of people are struggling, so hopefully you can help them out a little bit and get something great for yourself. So it's win-win-win. And you know what else is win-win-win? Aha. I guess it's why 1,095 people are tuned in. They're tuned in to win-win-win, our raffle prizes, because we got so many today. But before we get into that, I wanted to just like bounce a couple of things off you, because I had a really interesting Zoom meeting today, and I can say the month, no? Yeah, all right, getting permission. It was a very, very interesting Zoom meeting I wanted to tell you about because it's going to need you guys. And basically, I was contacted by Binance, and for those who are not yet into crypto, Binance is like I don't know if they're the number one exchange, but I've been using them since I started. It's the only one I use. So when they reached out and they were looking to do some things, collabs and stuff like that, I'll be very honest. In the beginning, I just turned them down, not because I don't believe in them. I obviously am a customer, and I obviously have invested in their platform. It wasn't about that. I believed in it. I use it, but I just wanted to tread lightly because of the space. I'm very, very conscious and careful about the space of crypto because I also understand that it is something that, well, it's financial. So I'm not a financial advisor. So that's one. I don't want to be like promoting crypto and stuff like that because I have my appetite, but I'm not licensed to tell you what to buy, what to not buy, and all that. I also want to be careful about people getting overexcited, getting caught in FOMO and hype and all that, because there's opportunity, but there's also higher risk than normal. So I stayed away. But you know what? We had a great meeting today, and they're talking about NFT. And I was thinking, all right, NFT is a space I don't really understand yet, but I do know it's going to be the future. I'm convinced of that because you just have to see what they're doing with the metaverse now. And you know that NFT is going to become a crucial part of that. And I didn't know how to get in. So when they started talking to me about it, I was like, look, the only way I would consider promoting or talking about this or getting the word out is if we were to raffle some NFTs off. So this is the question I have for you. I want to know how many people are out there that would see value in this and try to understand the space of NFTs. The idea that I'm pitching to them, if we're going to move forward with this, we have to raffle off like a mystery box, where the mystery box, you get a bunch of NFTs that you can sell, trade, keep, whatever. So this is what I'm getting very, very excited about, because eventually the idea is to create an NFT for this community. Now we're talking, right? You see, we're always over 1,000 every time we broadcast here. Many times we're up to 5,000 live viewers at one hit. And I'm thinking if we create a token, an NFT token, that allows you to basically, the top 1,000 people that get that token are going to get given exclusive privileges like exclusive raffles. So I want to know what you guys think before you start talking, because I just saw the comments here, like NFT or like for art, painting and stuff. Definitely that's the space, but NFT can be used for many things. And this is what I was bouncing off them. Can we create a token for our community that will basically identify you as a member of of the community? We keep it capped to, let's say, 1,000 or 1,500 only, and those represent the exclusive circle of Titoclock, because we have a wider circle outside. As you know, we have about 1 million people following the page, but only about, maybe I would think, 20 or 30,000 solid Titoclock followers. So I want to distinguish that. I want to be able to define that audience better and give them the proper rewards. And now NFT is a space that could actually create that and become a perfect way to identify you guys, because it's all there. And so that can be thrown in as well into your mystery box. If you win the prize, you win the Titoclock thing plus the whole thing. And you know what? Sky's the limit with this. If you win a mystery box, who knows what's in there? I mean, they could be worth $100. They could be $200. They could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in the future. We don't know. Is it a great way to start, do you think? Let me know. I really need your honest feedback. I'll be going through the comments after the show, because it's too much to read through right now while I'm live. But I really want to get your honest sentiment. I really want to feel who's out there that's interested, that wants, that understands it, or is willing to understand it. Because I want, if we're going to go into this, I want to go it with a smaller community so we can control the messaging, because I don't want anyone to go irresponsibly into crypto. It would break my heart if if I talk about crypto on the main page, like just keep posting. I don't know how people read that. With 1 million people following, you can imagine that's 1 million different interpretations, and then somebody gets wrecked because they were just irresponsible with their betting, or they don't understand. I can't control that messaging. That's why I'm excited about doing it in a smaller circle and then building out. There you go. I just shared my thoughts. Feeling good about that. I can't wait. Hopefully by next week, we might already be able to do this. But the first step is I have to mint my first NFT. And Binance is offering this service now already on a limited basis through their platform. And the best part about it is, if you know anything, yes, Squidcoin did leave the earth. If you know anything about NFTs, the biggest complaint that people are having right now is the exorbitant gas fees. Like, people are spending sometimes, like 1 ETH. I've heard crazy stories like that. This, on the Binance Smart Chain, you can create an NFT for, get this, about 50 pesos. That's what it costs to create an NFT right now on Binance. So it's still on trial. I'm excited because if we can just learn this together, man, the potential is great. You just have to promise me you'll be responsible, okay? You just have to promise me that. I'm going to be as responsible as possible by keeping the numbers small, and we won't do any shilling of any coins or anything like that. I will stay away from that because I don't want a part of that. I mean, I believe in Bitcoin. That's my thing, but I will not be like, I think Ethereum's going to go to this, or Squidcoin's going to go to that, or SHIB or Doge. No, I'm not going to be like that. I just think that there is an opportunity for us here, and we can learn from each other. And who knows, maybe even do a spin-off group where we can start chatting crypto and stuff like that. Discord or Telegram or something like that. Anyway, it's the way of the future. And you know what else is the way of the future? Winning our raffles is the way of the future. So with that, hit it! X! Y! Sorry. First, you got a free one. You didn't have to do anything. Now you got to work for the next one. All right. Okay. So X, what we got for the first one? Rocket's all ready. He's got his full stomach. He's concentrated. He's been working out his paw. He's got the movement happening, so he knows how to hit that thing. Oh, these are so cool. Can we just spend like a minute or so talking about this? Because this here is a great concept. Anyone who's traveled to, let's say, the States, Europe, before the pandemic might have seen this. This concept they used to have I remember seeing it in Nashville. Great concept. You do a shared scooter, e-scooter, and bike program, and you're able to basically get around Makati and BGC. You know, it's like $20. $20 from any point to any point, as long as you, I guess, they have a time limit, but the time limit is longer than what it takes you to bike any point to any point. So if you're looking at it cost-wise, it really works out as a much cheaper than parking, much healthier, of course, much faster because you get to move around the city a lot quicker. And now we're giving away, it's a monthly pass, right?
Yeah.
2 each for 2 cities, right? So we have a monthly pass, and here's the deal with the monthly pass, right? The monthly pass is unlimited. Now, if you live in one of these areas, it is going to be fantastic because you could literally just not have to worry about your car for a while. And let's draw those 2 names. I don't need to tell you how to use it. You can figure it out for yourselves, but it's worth about 2,400, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2,400. And so somebody's going to walk 2 from each city, BGC and 2 from Makati. Ready, Rocket? Okay. I already fed you. So first you press the button and I'll feed you again. Oh. We've had how many visitors for Rocket this week?
3.
3 visitors. Rocket's had more visitors than I've had. Augie Borja. And I can't read the others because they're too small, but if you want Rocket message, all right, now we change it to Rocket because, well, one, he's KSP. Oh, wait, sorry, Mom. And the other is because it's sometimes now we're getting we're getting flooded with messages, especially on Facebook, and we just can't keep up. It was already getting like that way before, and then when the whole I'm sad thing started, that's it. It just burst the seams with those messages, and we're like, there's no way we're going to be able to follow these, check these guys' profiles and stuff like that for the winners. So what we ask you to do is go on to Rocket's page, the Rocket launcher, and he will check all of your entries. If you've won, just pop a screenshot, right? Yeah, he's just, he's ready for the next one. That's what he's doing. But yeah, this guy had like 3 visitors this week. People coming out of their way to meet him and get their prizes from him. It's ridiculous. I'm getting usurped by our own mascot. You ready, Rocket? Start working. All right, let's go. All right, ready? This is for the intercom.
Talk about it first.
Okay, so the intercom is obviously, well, self-explanatory. I don't need to tell you the benefits of having an intercom where you could talk to your passenger or your fellow riders with this. It's up to a 12-way intercom system. It's Bluetooth. It connects to your phone. It can stream your music as well. But the best part of it all is you're able to communicate with your other riders within the safety of your own helmet. And I think it's a wonderful idea. I'm going to try it out this weekend on my bike, and I think it's wonderful. So we're giving away how many of these?
1 of each.
1 of each. So that's for like 1 person gets 2.
1 each.
1 each. All right.
So
and
2
this.
winners.
Okay, 2 winners. All right. You ready, Rocket? Okay. Aim. And
Not yet.
oh, why?
Look at that.
There we go.
I go.
Aim.
Aim.
I.
Aim.
Oh, he's upset.
Rocket.
Now that's what it feels like to get usurped, Rocket. That's what it feels like. You see?
For real.
Okay, here we go. For reals this time. There, good.
Rocket, son of a bitch.
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Well done. All right, that's the jabber. Jabber? Jabber. All right. I guess it, sounds like something jabbing, and, chatting. Here we go. All right. So this is for the Realme Tech Life Air Purifier. Okay. This has the HEPA H12 high efficiency. No, what? Wait, no. There. Okay. This has the H12 high efficiency filters all the dust, allergens, pollution, and is perfect for those who have breathing and allergy conditions from dogs like this guy over here. And it's equipped with the 5 wind modes to choose from based on your fan needs, including sleep mode and 3 timer options, so that can fit your schedule. And it's worth about $6,000, Rocket. Are you ready? Are you ready? Rocket's like, I don't know. That's there to filter me. I'm not happy. Because it's usually all his hair that gets caught in there. Ready? 1, 2.
Wait.
Oh.
We're giving out the shirts first.
Okay, we'll give out the shirts first.
And the box.
And then the box. These are nice box sets because they got like the fan, they got the water bottle, and they got a speaker, right? A little speaker. I know. I was making C-Lip the other day when they arrived. I was like, this is so cool. Because it's a nice little gift pack to give to somebody. So you ready, Rocket? And the shirt, Dare to Be You. Rocket's getting bored. He's like, you know what?
We're drawing out this first 7.
First 7?
For the shirts and box.
Okay, so these are shirts and gift boxes, and then we'll go into the grand prize, which is the air filter and the hair dryer and the shaver and all the kalokohans and the bathroom scale. All right. So Rocket, aim. Fire. He's looking at the food. He's like, I'm not big crap with that food. Lucky last, so that's it. It's the lucky last. All right, Rocket. There's one more. There's one more Real Me raffle. Okay. So I'll feed you. I promise. I'll feed you. You just got to press the button. That's all you got to do. There are dogs in Africa that have it a lot harder than you, Just saying. Yeah. It's a pretty easy task, Rocket. Now go. There you go. See? Something buhay mo. Press a virtual button, get some real food. The bird. Rain scare. Joy Castillo. All right, it's wrong. We'd also like to thank, I don't know if you can hear me over the clapping and the cheering, because sometimes that gets a little loud, but we'd like to thank Modalite as well, our friends from Modalite, who have been proud supporters of the raffle for some time now, and they keep this going just really long because pang matagalan talaga. Okay, winners, please pop your message over to the Rocket Launcher. Is his IG page at the Rocket Launcher. All right, so pop a screenshot, also proof using the account that you used, and Rocket will take care of the rest. Okay, next. Before he's really getting low bat now. Was that it?
No, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. I'm sure we have some. This is our grand prize, right?
Yes.
This is like, you know how many people were after this air fryer, and I gotta say that the glass kettle is also super cool. It's just a cool. Look at it. It's falling asleep. And then there's this super cool accessory here. It's the mug, and we're doing this as a bundle, right? The coffee mug with the warmer and the kettle. So the one winner will get 3 of these. They'll get one kettle, one warmer, and one mug. And this warmer and mug is really cool because it keeps your drink as hot as you need it, right? It's got its own digital temperature control there. And because it has a stainless steel base, when you sit it on it, it just keeps it as hot as when it was first percolated. Very good stuff. So, Rocket, you ready? I got something for you. You got to do something for me, right? Press that button. Oh, wait, wrong. Too fast. Sorry. Okay, I'll feed you first thing. There you go. Air fryer, please. Let's see if your ching ching. Let's see if Hazel and all these people, their good juju works by bribing Rocket with all their good vibes and good jujus and sending him messages. And you know, Rocket gets now messages of like, sad ako, Rocket, sad. That's our coffee glass kettle winner. Oh, the air fryer! That's the major one. That's it. Leia Diaz Banansen. Wow, congrats. That is so awesome. You just got yourself a Kusori air fryer, which is so cool. Did you show pictures of it? Do you have a picture of that one that we have in the studio out of the box? Is it there? No? It's really nice. Like even the finish of the metal, it's like this brushed aluminum or brushed steel look. You know, it's not that clean sort of plasticky thing. It's like this brushed aluminum but black, and it's almost a matte finish. You're like, wow, this is something I could just display in the kitchen even if it didn't work, and it would still look kind of cool. People are like, hey, that's a nice appliance. So congratulations, and congratulations to all our winners who've won today. Some great prizes for you, and I hope that you're able to join again. Rocket is all raffled out. He's now needs a rest from all of this, and I hope also by next week we're able to already do the NFT raffle. But please just let me know as well, because I'm going to go again into the comments box after the show. I love reading your comments. I miss most of it live, so that's why I go back to it and always read them, because it just makes my day. And now, more importantly, I want to know about who's out there that's got either it's into crypto, willing to get into crypto, want to go on this journey as well. And we'll keep those raffles, like I said, exclusive, because I really do want to keep the numbers down for several reasons. And one of them is I just want to reward the community that's always here for us, because they deserve to have a little bit of, I guess, special treatment, because they are special. And that can now be defined in the NFTs. And then we can all make a little bit out of it, Sana. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the show, guys, girls, ladies, gents, and everyone else. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next week. Yeah, next week, right? We have a show. No problem. Next week, we have a show again. We'll have the same bunch of, a new bunch of prizes, and of course, the same old segments that you've come to love. So till then, I'm Tito James. This is Rocket. Over there is X and Y. We'll see you guys later. Bye. Stay safe.
Fancy meeting you in my internet. Couldn't help but notice your smile, while everybody else around us is surfing about. Can we just stop and chat a while? Get away from these gray and boring, lonesome days of our quarantine. ahead. It's just the first day of the rest of our lives. Love could be waiting at the end of this quarantine. Let's stop and talk a while. Let's stop and talk.